Hi guys, this is Salamanders game 2 against Orks. This is the Death Swamp mission. So as you can see, I'm here with the lovely Del.
Hello.
Hello people. And I've got facing his Orks, who've all set up over there, and I've just set up here. So my words ain't working today, so bear with me. And quite closely packed, but you know, easy convenience. Put them all there, get them out, get them dead. So we're just going to crack on with turn 1. So I've pretty much got to take out the 3 buildings that you can see. They're my objective markers. So yeah, let's get on with it. Right guys, that's the end of turn 1 for the Salamanders. Basically just moved everything up and did a spot of shooting. I was quite lucky because this is night fighting. I was quite lucky with the dice rolls and got some good hits on a squad that was there and a couple off that squad there. First orbital bombardment came in for scheduled bombardment. Done some damage over here and took one of the objectives out, so that's some points for me at least already. Took out a few boys, was it?
Yeah, a good number of the boys.
Yeah, immobilised one of the dreads at the back.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, the mech passed his
So not a bad start. So we'll see what Del can do in retaliation to me next. So we'll see you soon, YouTube. Right guys, that's the end of Orc turn 2, so Del, if you want to take us through what you did and what happened. Oh yeah, sorry, turn 1, we're moving on to turn 2. I always do this. Right, go on Del, take us through mate.
Well, basically all the Orcs have moved up after their building got destroyed. The knobs on bikes moved up. Managed to see Vulcan and his unit and pelted in, I can't calculate how many shots they take at this point.
There was loads,
yeah.
Many.
But managed to ping off the Terminator's armour, not causing any damage. The shock attack gun zapped himself into combat with the land speeder because he's that much of a genius.
Happy accident.
The squad of shooters shot into the tactical squad at the front. I think
took 2.
Took 2, which is always good fun. The Mega Dread shot at the scouts, killing off 2 as well.
2 again, yeah.
But they passed their pinning test, so they're fine. Then the squad of
combat, yeah.
Then the boys charged in to Vulcan. Vulcan slayed like 5 of them off to begin with, but managed to cause a few wounds back.
What I forgot to do was feel no pain for that wound, which I always do. So just rectify that. And 4+ is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
back.
fine. Yeah, I keep doing this. I'll learn one day. Yeah, sorry Del, carry on.
Alright. However, Orcs managed to get the attacks back and kill off the Terminator.
Yeah, so some victory there still.
In the final last gasps before they got wiped out, Nob tried to attack Vulcan, thought of course the wound, as you just seen, got past. Just feel no pain.
No, it was power claw. Back on. See, bit of excitement, we don't know what the hell we're doing.
That's what kind of days.
Yeah.
So yeah, put a wound on Vulcan, and yeah, that's about it. And failed to do anything with the land speeder, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you're locked in combat. So yeah, getting going, not a bad turn each. So we'll move on to turn 2. We'll see how the battlefield changes and evolves after that. So guys, hopefully you're still enjoying this, and we'll see you soon. Right guys, that's the end of Salamander's turn 2 for this one. Right, basically I moved everything a little bit further forward. I kept this tactical squad where it was because I had another scheduled bombardment come in which took out the second objective. So I just got one more to go. Hopefully that'll earn me max points by the end of next turn. Hopefully. I think there was a squad on and around the objective which pretty much got wiped.
Squad boys.
Okay. And then notable thing, Vulcan charged in, took out the mech, so that's another 5 points. Consolidated, best of a bad situation, I think. It doesn't really matter where he consolidates. So I could have consolidated 3 inches rearwards, I suppose, but never mind. We'll go for the fight. And yeah, 2 other things. Engine of Woes was pretty useless, and a scout committed fratricide. So
screwed one of his own guys into that.
yeah, I fired the missile. After I took out the second objective that was there, I had 3 orcs left. So I tried to be clever, firing the frag launcher, and it scattered back to said tactical squad. Could have been worse because it only just touched one of them. So if I had moved them, probably would have taken out 1 or 2 more. So, and then Engine of Woes tried firing its Thunderfire cannon. Scattered all over the place, and the only thing it hit, which was the immobilised dread at the back, it couldn't do a damn thing too. And then its multi-melter on the side here hit, which was good, but didn't penetrate the front armour on the was it Death Dread?
Yeah, the Mega Dread.
Mega Dread, sorry, I keep calling it Death Dread. I don't know why. And then the land speeder just moved up there, so moved full out, so hopefully nothing can hit it on the next turn, but we'll see. So I fully expect to get charged, Vulcan to get charged by at least 1 dread and a load of bikes. So this could get entertaining. Right guys, we'll catch you shortly. Hey guys, that's end of turn 2 for Orks. So Del, if you want to take us through what happened in your turn?
Yeah, basically Orks are still moving up and getting into bits of grubby combat and stuff like that. Not a fair lot of shooting happened, a couple of shots into the tactical squads and stuff. He scattered and missed. Managed to repair the dread though, so he can start moving again next turn with any luck. The bikes and that moved up to Vulcan and his Terminators were, and shot a hand into them.
No,
Terminator.
no, the word were.
And continue to move the knobs up as well. I'll start with this. The knobs moved up, shot into the tactical squad. Don't think it did anything but shooting.
No, not really.
Charged in. The tactical squad put a wound on one of my guys. However, that's a unit of 10 power clawed knobs, which just mullered over that unit.
Yeah, promptly died.
Then they moved out, spread out a bit for a bit. Here though, the bikes and the dread charged in. Lost the biker to Vulcan.
Pretty bad rolling on my part.
The dread, however, then turned around and kicks both Terminators in the face and failed their invulnerable saves. Then a knob and the war boss both put a wound each on Vulcan himself, but he managed to stay there with his leadership, so he's not running anywhere.
Probably would have been better if he was running.
It probably would have been.
So Vulcan's down to 2 wounds, so this is probably the closest I've come to losing him so far, so unless something miraculous happens next turn, could be a rather short game for him. So we'll see what happens. We're going into turn 3 for the Space Marines, and hopefully a miraculous intervention of the Emperor or some sort of thing. So guys, we'll catch you soon. Right guys, that's the end of Orc turn 3. So Matt, if you want to take us through what's been going on.
Is that my turn?
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, my turn 3 either. Damn it, every time. Right, okay, so rewind. This is what we did, or this is what I did. Basically, the Wars squad, it's now running there. I basically shot everything I had at it. The Marines, the Scouts, the Mortis, the Arcan Land Speeder, and the Engine of Woes. Pretty much all fired at 1 unit. Cause, I don't know, what is it? It was a 10-man unit to begin with, so 6. And then it decided to turn tail and run. And that was a lot of shooting. Didn't leave me a lot else to do, but then we moved on to combat. still a few big things around that I'm going to get kind of worried about, that thing especially. But over here, I had a tactical squad within charge range, squad Bannon again, moved in to help defend the Primarch. Took out 2 bikes themselves, did they?
Yeah, they did, the squad.
Took out 2 bikes. I'm sorry, I think they took out 1 bike. Vulcan took out another bike. And then the Sergeant Bannon in the squad on his by himself punched another one, I think, right in the face. And we forgot about him to begin with. So was it you originally rolled?
Originally rolled 6, which just kept me in.
Yeah.
We took another 2 wounds after we redid it and re-rolled it, and I managed to just pass it again by getting rolling the 4.
Jammy so and so. But on the plus side, I mean, I can't complain too much because obviously you can still see Vulcans there. So the attacks back that Dell had on me, I managed to save quite nicely. What was it? I think every single invulnerable save was passed.
Yeah.
So things have turned up, changed. In the shooting phase, I took out the 3rd building, so I've got 70 points there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's a good haul, and then we'll see what we can do here. Hopefully there's another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 points on the table. 30?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, about 25 to 30 points left on the table, plus what I've already grabbed. So should be entertaining. We'll see what happens. Right, guys, we'll catch you soon. Right, guys, that's end of turn 3 for the Orks. It's quite a quick turn. So, Dale, if you want to take us through.
Not really well. I suppose a bit happened. Mega Dread moved down, blasted into these guys with battle cannon and the spinny Daka guns. Took out 6.
Yeah.
6 of them.
Right, took out 4 and then the Gatlings, took out 6 in total. But passed the leadership test.
So they're fine. Dread tried to shoot at the land speeder and did nothing.
Luckily.
This guy tried to shoot into the tactical squad and missed.
Greatly appreciated. What was it, those knobs carried on running?
9 inches there, running away. Yeah. Combat in the middle.
Swear word. Insert another expletive.
Vulcan smacked the crap out of the war boss, killing the war boss away. However, the dreadnought behind him decides to go give him a big old hug, and he fell to the floor. And then the the knob and the guy with the power fist just pushed each other around a bit, really.
Yeah. Caused a wound onto the Marines. I had to make a 6+ save, and I did. I could do that, but I couldn't make 2 invulnerable saves, 3+ for Vulcan. Never mind. It's the first time he's gone down. We'll see if I can use a cunning stratagem to keep him alive. But so 1 more Ork game to go, so I may as well try and use it. And so we're moving on to turn 4 for Space Marines. We'll see what happens. Hopefully get a little bit of vengeance come my way. We'll go the Orcs way. Anyway, moving on. See you guys soon. That's right. Hey guys, that's the end of turn 4 for the Space Marines, Salamanders. And just had a lot of shooting going on, pretty much. The remainder of this tactical squad fired 2 metal weapons at the Mega Dread. I always forget its name. 1 hit, got through, but I don't think it did anything.
Yeah, it took the battle cannon off.
Oh yeah, sorry, took the battle cannon off, obviously. I had 4 metal weapons from... It's really hot here, so my brain's not with it. 4 metal weapons from the Engine of Woes, and that actually ended up wrecking the Mega Dread. And then the next plan was, if that all failed, to fire the missile launcher and a last-ditch effort at it. But it worked. So I fired the missile launcher down at the Dread there, and it hit, but didn't penetrate the armour. And then the same with the multi-melter on the land speeder into the Dread. Coming back to here, I then fired the mortis into the battle wagon, wrecked it, and the unit's just disembarked. But what happened with the unit when you were disembarking them?
They got entangled, so they're stuck there for a turn doing bugger all.
So that should give me another chance to shoot at them. So we move on to combat for that. After that, and then my Marines took out the last remaining bike. Then I think the Death Dread took out
one.
Yeah, took out 2 Marines actually off that squad. Failed the 2 saves. So going quite well so far. And we'll see if that unit keeps on running. Hopefully.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Not a lot else to go on. We're getting there slowly. Got to try and get Vulcan up on my next turn, but we've got Orks next, and we'll see what they do. So, bye for now. Wow, that was a quick go. So, Dale, if you want to take us through what happened?
Yeah, basically, knobs are still running ran 3 inches just to spike the salamanders, and the carrot still
More
down
to stumble, I think.
The 2 big shooters off the Dread shot into this, stunned it for a turn, so that it can still shoot as part of the machine spirit.
Yay!
The burners can't do anything because they're still pulling their asses out the wreckage. Here, the Dread killed 2. Got quite a few stun results on me, but nothing there, and that's really about it.
Yeah, so it's still locked in combat. Luckily, I might be able to do something about it. And yeah, moving on to Salamanders turn 5. See if Vulcan gets up and comes on from the table edge. Anything to keep him in for the next game. And then we'll see if I can still keep those guys running and get rid of the other Dread. So we'll see you back in a few minutes, guys. Right, guys, that was a very quick Salamander's turn. Yeah, it was Salamanders, wasn't it? Yeah. I have to keep checking. Keeps Del on his toes.
Yeah.
So, right, what happened? Engine wires pivoted and fired at the unit that was there. 4 melters going in, caused a couple of wounds. Same thing for this squad here. They fired, and I forgot about the scouts actually, but never mind. Rapid fired 4 shots in, took another couple, and then the 2 metal weapons they fired in caused another wound.
Yeah, there were like 3.
Yeah, and then the mortis just sheer overkill. I think you had about 3 models left at that point.
Just stood there.
12 shots just straight into the flank and wiped that squad out, so another 5 points. And yeah, I think the multi-melter off the land speeder did some good. Hit, penetrated, and wrecked the Dread. So all's good. Mm-hmm. Didn't do a lot to the Death Dread. Death Dread, is it?
Yeah.
Didn't do a lot to that then. Got a couple of attacks in with my Marines. Don't think I even hit with any.
Not with the grenades, no.
Attacks back, took out the 4 Marines that I had with that sergeant.
You then punch back and rip combat arm off.
Yeah, just in sheer fury. So that's down to about another 3, just down to 3-4 attacks for the next turn. So yeah, that's it. It's just pretty much that Dread and that unit that's fleeing off the board left. So hopefully they carry on running, but no, my luck, they'll probably rally, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. So we're going into Del's turn 5, so last one for the game, and we'll see you soon with the fallout of that.
What do we have to say? So I've got my replacement.
Right, guys, something's going on weird with my camera here. That's better. Right, yeah, so end of game, really quick one. What I forgot to say last turn was I got Vulcan back on the replacements, so I'll still get into the next campaign. And Del, if you want to take us through what happened.
To be fair, not a lot happened really. The Lobs finally ran off the board.
Yay, more points for me.
There's the extra points for that. The sergeant held his own against the Dread, took a wound, thankfully he had 2.
I'll just explain for you guys watching. It's named character squad. So basically, within the stats profile, he gets 2 wounds. So that was quite handy. As I thought I had to take him off and lose combat. But we kept him in there, and like I said, took a wound.
Yeah.
So next turn he'd die, but
continues. But yeah, that's about it really. Not a lot happened, obviously, with only 2 units left on the board.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a cool game.
Yeah, it's quite a cool game. It's going. Well, it didn't start off too well it started off okay actually.
Yeah.
Petered off in the middle when Vulcan went down. But I say it's all good fun. Got the main objectives, and I earned myself an extra 50 points on top of the objectives. So got 120 points to go through onto my tally of 115 at the moment. So getting a good score racked up there, and I've got another Orc game to play. So hopefully we'll have a good store of points to go on to with the Harud, which are going to be nasty. So cheers for that, Del, and it was a pleasure.
Yeah, always.
So it's goodbye from us, and we'll catch you soon.